Now, since under the skin, the A5 Sportback is exactly the same as any of Audi's A4 or A5 models, you might expect it to be exactly the same as any of those cars to drive. But that's not quite true. In its wisdom, Audi has decided to make this car a bit softer and more GT-like, which might not suit those used to the more focused approach of the Audi A5 Coupe range. Now, you could opt for the stiffened S-line trim to try and sort this out, but the result is rather over-firm for British roads. Fortunately for enthusiasts set on an Audi, wanting an A5 and needing those extra doors, a better extra cost package is available. Called Drive Assist, it transforms the car through tweaks to everything from the suspension to the gearbox, the throttle mapping to the steering, via preset comfort, auto, dynamic and individual settings. Now, it costs an extra couple of grand, but it really ought to be standard since there's something here to suit every driving preference. All models get the latest version of Audi's ESP stability control system with an electronic differential lock that mimics the action of a mechanical limited slip differential to give you improved steering response on the twisty stuff and better traction out of corners. To be honest though, you're more likely to notice the really excellent refinement of this car. Audi have managed that despite these frameless windows, and that really suits its grand touring demeanour. The optional twin-clutch DSG semi-automatic gearbox that I'm trying here is equally well suited to this sort of journey. One that could be completed with even greater peace of mind if you've the money to tick the extra cost boxes for electronic gadgetry that prompts you if you're about to drift out of lane, warns you if there's a car in your blind spot, dips the headlights for you at night, and even brakes for you if you're about to hit another car. As with the A5 Coupe, only the nicest of the A4's engines make it under the bonnet, and all but the entry-level version of the 167 brake horsepower 2-litre TDI 4-cylinder diesel feature quattro 4-wheel drive. Now, this entry-level diesel variant has a hefty 350 Newton-meters of torque and features a fuel-saving stop-start system for cutting the engine in urban jams or at the traffic lights. If you're not watching the fuel gauge quite so much, the alternative 6-cylinder diesels, 187 brake horsepower 2.7 and a 236 brake horsepower 3-litre, are equally tempting options. Mainstream petrol choices centre on the 4-cylinder 208 brake horsepower 2-litre TFSI petrol engine borrowed from the Golf GTI that I'm driving here. Now, rest to 60 in 6.6 seconds means that this unit all but matches the performance figures of the smoother but thirstier 261 brake horsepower 3.2 litre FSI V6. But if that's not quite fast enough for you, there's even a 333 brake horsepower S5 version.